Welcome back to Cuckoo Land. Apparently, this British TV show called Naked Education features grown-ups, grown adults, stripping for little kids, taking their clothes off and exposing their private parts to little kids, minors, in the name of body positivity and sexual education.
As teenagers, you're always thinking, I'm so fat.
There have definitely been times that I've looked in the mirror and hated what I see.
This is a baby step to becoming more accepting of who you are.
Being naked is not a bad thing at all.
Zero, please.
Educate!
I think it's time that we see what real male bodies look like.
Whoa, naked men.
Now, this debate's sure to wake you up. Channel 4's latest reality show, Naked Education, has sparked widespread backlash for featuring a group of adults stripping fully naked in front of 14 to 16-year-olds in a classroom.
Yes, the show aims to normalise all body types and break down stereotypes, but some say that it's gone too far. So, do they have a point? Is it important to normalise nudity in the classroom?
You know, imagine being an adult and people approach you to do the show, right? And they're like, hey, I got the show idea and I think you'd be perfect for it. Do you want to get naked for kids? Isn't that crazy? Like, imagine the pitch for that, bro. Imagine the pitch. And then think about the people that said, where do I sign? Like, this is crazy. But, you know, they probably worded it differently. They're probably like, you know, we want to break down stereotypes and normalize different body types and make everybody feel comfortable in their own skin. You know, these people have a way of trying to phrase things where people who don't have common sense, who don't use their brain, are not going to really pick it apart and really, you know, see the big picture and look at what they're trying to get you to do.
Well, I think really the challenge we've got in front of us is it's actually how we do educate our youngsters.
Look at that. Look what these people do. They love referring to how are we going to educate your kids? How do we educate your kids? Look how there's always focus on the kids because they know children are impressionable. They know you can mold the minds of children to be whatever you want. That's why there's so many kids that see things on social media or they compare themselves to other people that are living a whole different life and they feel inadequate. You know what I'm saying? There's people on little kids on TikTok that see that people get attention for copying mental illness, for having mental illness, so they themselves act like they have mental illness, acting like they have like Tourette's or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And we're not even gonna talk about the gender stuff, right? We're not even gonna talk about the gender stuff where they see somebody else say something and they're like, you know what, I want to do that too. We're not even gonna talk about that. But it's like children are impressionable, and these people know that. That's why they target kids. I'm not fear mongering. This is reality. We're seeing it right here before your very eyes. You know how you gonna educate your kids? Other people are No, look, no.
So we know that young people are actually getting their education from far more dubious sources. So looking at porn, or even in the best cases, gaining their impression of what a person should look like based on Instagram filtered pictures. So what we really need to be finding is a way that we can actually have that conversation. That's what the show does. I know that there's been a lot of focus on that particular aspect of it, but actually if you listen to the conversations that are going on, the kids on that show really have had their eyes opened, and they've shown an awful lot of wisdom because they've started to recognize that there are preconceptions that are not entirely accurate and that they really ought to be thinking in a more realistic way about what humanity is.
Well, Mark, I've made a show for Channel 4. I was the front man for Porn on the Brain, and that was about dealing with porn, as you just mentioned. But here's the thing. We didn't show children porn.
You know, I love that he said that, right? We were talking about porn and the effects of porn on the brain, but we didn't show children porn. It makes me think about Cuties, right? If y'all know who Sneeko is, you'll probably seen Sneeko defend the movie Cuties time after time after time, saying that he understands the point that it's trying to make, talking about, you know, how social media can mess up little girls' heads and have them being sexualized early and doing things and exposing themselves type of thing. I understand that defense of the movie because that's the point of the movie, showing the ills of that. But the thing is, you're still having actual little girls, even though they're actors, you're having actual little girls do these weird, provocative type of dances and shit like that. You have a point that you're trying to get across, but you're doing the very thing that you're trying to point out is wrong. You dig what I'm saying? So it kind of mutes it puts the argument to moot. It makes it moot. It is a moot argument. I think I'm saying that right. So it's like, yeah, okay, you want children to understand that everybody's bodies is different, yada, 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 body positivity, right? Okay, cool. Why are you having these motherfuckers naked? They can just wear a swimsuit or something? What I'm getting from this is that they want to be provocative. They want to push boundaries. Well, there's some boundaries that you don't push. But that's kind of the theme that we're seeing a lot nowadays with the West and these all these countries. Really, they're trying to push boundaries that are not meant to be pushed. What's wrong with you? You're having grown men and grown women take off their clothes in front of little kids. How many times I gotta say that? YouTube gonna demonetize me because I'm saying that so much, but this is what it is, bro.
We didn't show people, naked people to children. Why on earth do you need to tackle nudity by just getting 4 people to get their kit off in front of a classroom? It just feels a bit wrong.
Well, I think the show really just showed that because the kids involved were surprised. This was not their expectation because they are not encountering real people. And the knock-on effect that is having on these children and how it's affecting their development, how it's affecting their mental health, how it's affecting the way that they are then going into relationships becomes a real problem. So it's just a matter of how do we actually educate young people? So if we're not doing it this way, then what is the better way of doing it rather than just sweeping the problem under the carpet?
What do you mean? How else can you do it, bro? There's plenty other ways to get the point across. Y'all motherfuckers just want to be provocative and shocking. And that's why, bro. That's the only reason why y'all getting motherfuckers naked in front of them. Could have just been in swimsuits. Could have got people could have got like 18-year-olds, okay? Why are you getting minors involved, bro? I just don't understand. Like, bro, there's plenty of ways you can get that point across. You wanted a show that's going to bring you some views, and something like this was definitely going to bring you some outrage views, okay? Some outrage clicks. And it's people going to be talking about it, because like people like me, people like other bigger platforms, they're going to be talking about it because it's crazy and it's outrageous. And you're doing it just for shock value. That's what it really comes down to. I'm not stupid. I know what the fuck y'all doing, bro. That's all. I don't really fuck with this shit, bro. These liberal ass motherfuckers always want to push shit to make it seem like to justify. It's not justified, bruh. No matter what you think the rationale is, I understand the rationale, but that don't make it acceptable. And it's like, okay, look, you're using kids to teach them about normalizing bodies, but you're showing them grown naked people. Who is this show going to appeal to, right? Think about it. They put this show where adults flash kids. Who is going to sit on the TV and watch this? Maybe people that are attracted to kids, aka sick motherfuckers called pedophiles. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, so I'm gonna say PDF files, right? So don't you think that would be the target audience who's getting off in that shit? They're gonna be, oh, let me put on that naked education. Like, come on, bro. Come on. What do you think they're gonna do, bro? Who do you think is gonna watch this? Do you think other kids gonna watch this? No.
Okay, Caroline, let's take this over to you then. Should we be showing children real bodies? Because if we don't show them it this way, they'll learn about it via porn.
I think it's confecting a problem where no problem exists. In that, yes, I agree, body positivity is a very good thing, but this can be taught in completely different ways to exposing children to adults stripping off naked. This is about breaking down natural boundaries.
This lady has a brain, okay?
Us as adults, we don't choose to be confronted by naked people. And it's about saying, oh, here you are, kids, completely normal, get your kit off in front of everybody, and breaking down those natural barriers. And concerningly, when you look at the performers who are involved in this show, they all have, semi-pornographic backgrounds. One is a sex toy reviewer. Another, if you look her up on YouTube, sings explicit songs. You've even got in this series somebody who was born female who now identifies as a man.
A sex toy reviewer is not getting naked for kids. Okay, so now, let me not be reactionary, right? It is a little bit, it makes you go, right? But the other one, though, what she says, singing songs with explicit lyrics, okay, whatever. Unless it was something like Sukiyana or whatever, or no, Cupcake, her name is Cupcake, the one that just be doing super sexual songs, okay, then I understand that. And they said they have a transgender person on here. Whoo! They want to show everybody's bodies, even the mutilated bodies. That's what they want to show them. Alright, bro. I ain't going for none of that, bro. It's like they're trying to take everything that's on the fringe, that's on the outskirts, and they're trying to bring it to the forefront. It makes me think about like the drag shows and stuff. If you see drag, they talk about drag queens a lot now. But, bro, just a year ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago even, bro, anybody was talking about them motherfuckers. Nobody was talking about them motherfuckers until they started trying to put them in front of kids, okay? Until they started having drag reading hour Why are you trying to get to the kids now? They're deliberately targeting children, okay? They literally say, a lot of them say it out their mouth. People say it out their mouth. Again, you're an adult. We in America. It's a free country. You can do what you want to do. That's cool. And that's what y'all been doing. Y'all doing what y'all was doing over there. But now you want to be right here, front and center, okay? It's like, yo, just be in your own corner just like everybody else, bro. But you want to be in front of the kids because you want the kids to do exactly the same shit that you doing. And that's why motherfuckers start bringing up the grooming comments, especially with people like Jeffrey Marsh, people like what's the other motherfucker? Forgot the nigga name, but another one that was doing the same shit similar to what Jeffrey Marsh was doing. And it's like, you know, specifically targeting children. But then if you say that, oh, it's a conspiracy theory, you're crazy, you're trying to enact violence to the community. What are you talking about, bro? These people are literally in your face saying that they are trying to get to the kids to educate the children. What else do you need to hear?
Stripping naked. Now, this person has had a double mastectomy and has had a procedure, a phalloplasty, to construct, an artificial penis for them. Now, this again is normalising gender ideology, gender theory, the idea that it's, that somebody can change their body and normalising actually what is pretty shocking and graphic surgery. There is no need to do this to teach children body positivity.
What would you say to this accusation that's coming out there that this is crossing the Rubicon, as it were, from education towards indoctrination? And one of the words that's been put around is this is like child grooming, in a sense. The normalisation of alternative lifestyles, the normalisation of nudity, the normalisation is going too far. This is going from education, it's becoming something else. It's more like activism and indoctrination.
Well, I think the most concerning point raised there is that there's not a problem, because that's clearly not true. So if we look at sort of young women, 1 in 5 young women are self-harming, and that's a number that's tripled over the last few years.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think that men are more likely to actually off themselves? Women are more than likely to just harm themselves, but not go through it all the way. So there's some type of difference between those two things, right? But okay, 1 in 5 young girls. Well, we know that girls are the ones that are, a lot of times, girls are the ones that are more emotionally in duress. They're have more emotional regularities. Okay, we know that's true because hormones are different. It just flow different through our bodies. It's biology, bro. So we already understand that. Now, how do we address that? Right? There are things. I was actually reading a study the other day, and it was talking about the effects of social media on the brain. Social media is definitely affected to that, right? And what's something that women and girls struggle with? Their appearance, their image, their body, right? Okay, boom. So that's partially where body positivity comes from, right? Be comfortable in your skin, be comfortable with who you are. Okay, I support that. But again, why do you have to have naked adults to do that? You could just have them in swimsuits or something. Why do you have to be butt naked, where they're exposing their genitals, where motherfuckers are gonna get off on that shit? It's just weird, it's cringy, and like I said earlier, you're only doing it for shock value. There's plenty other ways to address the issue, and this is not one of them. Okay? This is not one of them.
Suicide is the leading cause of death in young men, and so there clearly are problems.
I was surprised you said that, because I just said that.
And so these are arising from people's poor self-image. So we know the body of this.
Man, niggas ain't killing themselves because they don't like how their body is, bruh. Shut up. Dudes are killing themselves for plenty of other reasons. Man, if you go on social media, if you go outside, motherfuckers will talk about men like they're monsters. Talk about men, young men, any type of man, as if they're the percentage of bad men, right? Like they're monsters, they're violent, they need to be re-educated, rehabilitated. And it's like, bro, if you walking outside, if people can be openly misandrous and you didn't do nothing. You're just an average dude, minding your business. You didn't do anything. But someone can openly say, oh yeah, I hate men. Nigga, I didn't do shit to you. So imagine how many people that already struggle with mental illness. Imagine how people already have a brittle spirit. And constantly, they're hearing that every day, constantly. You're trash. You're not this. You can't keep up. You're not a real man. You can't do what a man is supposed to do. In this changing economy where you can't even survive on one income if you have a family no more, bro. Unless you're a high earner. or at least you can't live. You can survive. You can't live comfortably on the average income if you have a family. You dig what I'm saying? So all these pressures and different things that men are going through, but you think it's because of their body. Now, when I was on Vice, I remember they asked, "Oh, do you think men have to deal with what's the word? Just, body standards, whatever, beauty standards, whatever." And it's like, no, not in the same way that women do, because women naturally would be attracted to men just off of their energy, bro. The average woman would be attracted to the average man just off their energy. Now, for some people, like you could say between black people and white people, black men and white men. I was reading a conversation about this actually the other day, and like this one guy was saying, like, for a black man, a lot of times it's kind of expected that you be like jacked and muscular. That's the expectation. But if you look at how girls react to white dudes, like a white dude can be all shapes and sizes. They don't give a fuck. Like they like motherfuckers like Harry Styles, them skinny ass dudes, or what's the actor name? Tommy Chandler. I don't know the nigga name. But they like twinks. They're called skinny ass white dudes. But if it's a black dude, oh nah. The expectation gotta be big, strong, swole, muscular. But really, a lot of times though, it just depends on the girl. Anyways, the point is, bro, dudes is not killing themselves because they don't have the body positivity, bro. Shut up.
You've got to be very, very careful about this. You've got to be very careful about attributing suicide and self-harming to poor body image. Now, these are very complex mental health issues, and you cannot just simply say, well, okay, there's this epidemic. We have to be very careful. There are media guidelines about how we talk about suicide and how we talk about mental health. And where you have a young person who's self-harming, they are not... We cannot say they are self-harming because of poor body image, because there could be a million and one other complex reasons and comorbidities.
And there are a lot of reasons for like the things that we're going through right now, bro. People, like, bro, when it comes to the food, the chemicals in the food is altering our body chemistry. It's altering our DNA. We're not as active as humans were in the past. A lot of people live in sedentary lifestyles. Even me, look, I'm sitting right here, talk to the camera. I'm just playing. I was just in the gym. And I had my daily fruits, okay, and vitamins. I just had a smoothie. Get you a smoothie, okay? So there's a lot of different factors that go into what we're going through on a micro level and a macro level, okay? Even down to our DNA, down to our blood, bro, down to our bones, okay? So she's right. There's a lot of different factors, a lot of different elements, not just how our body looks. And so girls are cutting themselves and dudes are killing themselves. There's a lot of different things that girls are going through. But it do be body image though for girls a lot of time.
Mental health problems that they have that's leading them to self-harm. So there is no way that, and there is a difficulty with mental health crisis in this country among young people. I've been subject to that, to the lack of resources myself. But the reason that we have this is not because of poor self-body image. It's things like lockdown. It's keeping children in isolation.
That is true. Mental health skyrocketed. Mental health issues skyrocketed during the lockdown.
For 2 years. It isn't, body...
Why did it look like he was about to agree? It looked like he was about to agree and go, but then he stopped.
Image may be a part of it for some, but actually, this is part of this ideology to say, oh, okay, people are committing suicide, and if you don't show children naked strangers, then they're going to have a really poor body image.
Dr. Mogg,
no.
Come back in on that, Dr. Mogg.
Yeah, I would certainly agree that exposure to nudity is not a fix-all for everything. As you say, these mental health issues are complicated. But I think if we're just going back to think about that sort of question about grooming, part of the problem that we've got in the way our young people are developing is that because they're not actually encountering real bodies and recognizing what normal bodies look like, what normal sexual health looks like, they're actually building their sexual preferences and their sexual development based on watching that pornography. Then that means that we're actually neglecting our young people and we're almost throwing them to the wolves.
I don't agree with that, okay? Because everybody is attracted to different things. There are dudes that like big girls. There are dudes that only like skinny girls. And there are people generally are more attracted to, let's say if a man is attracted to a woman, right? They're more attracted to a curvy woman, a woman with curves. Okay, and that's actually there's studies that show that is like like almost biological, just evolved, right? Evolution type shit they be talking about, where like a male will be attracted to a female's wide hips because in our brains, in our monkey brains, that triggers like okay, should be good to bear children, right? So obviously that don't fit nowadays, but that's where the foundation started for a lot of certain things, right? So they're saying this about bodies. I agree that porn does mess up with some people's expectations, but again, why is the solution that y'all feel showing naked bodies?
I don't know if you watched the show, but you saw that all of the young people on that show, or those kids, had watched pornography, and the sort of studies that come out of both the British government and the American government show that by the age of 17, 17% of kids have seen porn. Sorry, 75% of kids have seen pornography. So to try and say that, okay, we're not going to educate them about the real body and therefore we're going to isolate them from nudity is clearly not true. They're going to be encountering nudity. All we can do is actually
Dr. Mark.
The thing is though, when porn, right? What do they show on porn? They're going to show what people are generally going to find attractive. Okay? If you a big fat motherfucker, the chances of people finding you attractive is not high. Is that the fault of your kids' body image being messed up when they're young? Or just a lot of people don't find that attractive, go to the gym? So now I'm kind of thinking like a lot of people have their own agendas in this stuff. I think they just want people to like them, even though it's not what's normally liked. So that's where the indoctrination stuff comes from. Because just like when there was a video that I reacted to where I think it was a girl, or maybe she didn't identify as a girl, but she was saying, oh, if you don't find trans people attractive, then you're a bigot. And you have your brain has been imperialized and colonized by European standards of sex and gender because you didn't find a transgender person attractive. What the fuck is wrong with you? So that's what a lot of this stuff comes off as. Like, just off based on what he said. Bro, porn, you're going to see there are many different body types in porn, actually, okay? Not that I watch it or something. But look, though, there's plenty of different types. You'll find thick women, skinnier women, average looking bodies. Okay? It is what it is. And let's say a girl has like a little bit of a gut or something, and she's watching porn. She's in this prawn star, has like a flat stomach or whatever. Okay, well, if you want to look like that, if you feel like you have a problem with something in your body, then go work out, go to the gym. It's okay to feel like something isn't right with your body. If it's okay to not like something about your body, right? You know what I'm saying? Like when I was in middle school, high school, I was chubby. Okay, I was a chubby dude. A chubby little boy. I didn't like that. I didn't want to be chubby. I wanted to be fit. I wanted to feel strong and look strong. So what did I do? Oh, and I wanted to run track. So what did I do? I'm a kid, so I don't got no gym access. I'm not really fit for sports. So during lunch, I would go on the stadium, right? Because the stadium was right next to the cafeteria. I'd get my lunch first. Go over there, change into some workout clothes, and I'll just run the track. And I was doing that shit every day. Every day I was doing that shit. My little fat ass was running, boy. And I'll go on the stadiums, and I'll do stadiums. To the point where people would recognize, like, damn, that nigga's still out there. One of the coaches, I think it was a baseball coach, would be out there. He would see me like, oh, yeah, keep going, man. Keep going, son. One of the janitors or custodians would be out there all the time. And he'll see me. Like, the way the buildings was, there was a 2-story building that way. And you could see me. If you look out the window, you could see me. Like, some people I knew, like, oh, damn, you still running, bro? You doing good, bro. Like, good shit, bro. I'm like, yeah, because, bro, if you want to make a change to your body, that you don't, if you feel like you're a little too big, you feel like you're a little too skinny, okay, go to the gym, work out, exercise. Because not only is it good for your mental image, it's good for your mental health. It's good for your physical health, as well as aesthetically pleasing. And it teaches you a lot of lessons too. It teaches you to really like face yourself, right? You have to challenge yourself, face yourself. Instead of being, okay, well, this is just how I look. I'm fat as shit. I'm a fat piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, no. No. So it really goes to show you where these people's mindset is at, bro.
So the point there is kids are seeing too much porn, so the way we solve that is by showing them naked people in classrooms.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
Yo. These motherfuckers is funny as shit. But, you know, there's not much more to say on this, bro. As you can see, these are sick motherfuckers. They think this shit is cool. They think it's okay. No. Not cool. It's not okay. And it's very weird and disturbing. Oh, gosh, bro. But let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Am I tripping or is them motherfuckers tripping? Is the world going to shit? Will we ever recover, or are we just doomed to repeat history? Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share. Hit the notification bell down below so you get more notifications when I drop these videos. I be dropping like crazy. Click the link down below to join the Discord. We talking shit, you dig what I'm saying? And finding things to talk about, new topics, new articles, new videos, you feel me? As we gaze upon the state of this world on fire. I will see y'all in the next video. I fuck with y'all. Peace out.